Hello.
Good evening, Ali. How are you?
Yeah, good evening. How are you?
I am okay. I hope that everything is okay.
Yeah, all good. Thank you
Yeah,
very much.
I know I'm late to
What?
join the meeting. I'm sorry.
Yeah, what about you? All good?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, good.
Mhm. I hope that you have watched the videos that I told you to watch.
I watch it, but but
Mm.
but I need more practicing on it. But
Uh,
and
mhm.
also the one you send me the PDF as well. I need to practice on it.
Please, please. This is extremely important, Ali.
Yeah,
Okay, so let me share the screen and let's go back to the exercise that we have been trying to discuss. If you remember previously, Ali, I tried to explain the using of the passive voice. Again, the passive voice is one of the most important lessons, not only for speaking, but also for writing, because in writing, any piece of writing, you have to use the passive voice just to be that a professional. Let me
yeah.
remind you about the three steps that I have to use to form the passive voice. One, I have to write the object in the beginning of the sentence. Two, I have to,
So we'll use this sentence for speaking and reading.
yes,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
speaking and writing.
Writing. Yeah, writing.
Uh-huh. Okay. Like repeating the sentence. Notice the speaker, when he said the passive voice, I will know that this is passive voice and I have to write it down.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So step number two, I have to keep the tense, maintain the tense. I don't have to change it at all. Finally, I have to write the verb three of the main verb. I told you that if the sentence is in the simple present, like John, for example, cleans the room, I have to use is or maybe are. I have to be careful of the subject. When the object becomes the subject, which is the room, and because the room is singular, I have to say is. This is step number two. Step number three, I have to
We
write
cannot we cannot we cannot write the room are clean
the room
cleaned
are.
cleaned.
Okay. Is the room singular or plural?
It's single.
So can I use are with singular, Ali?
No.
I can't. If
Or it
okay.
means it's more one. It's more than one
Aha, for
person.
plural, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, if it is the rooms, absolutely, I have to say are cleaned, cleaned. Okay,
Yeah.
so I have to use is, are with the simple present. If the active voice is in the simple past, like this example, I'm not going to change the example because I need you just to fully understand the passive voice. So if I want to say John cleaned now in the simple past, the room. So step number one, I have to write the object, which is the room. Now, if the active voice is in the simple past, I have to use was or were. Okay?
Yeah.
So please, this is really important. So I have to use was or maybe were. Absolutely, I have to use was. If the subject is singular, the room is singular, I have to use was. If I have the rooms, because it is plural, I have to use
So
were.
we'll keep it. Sorry, Mr. Leonardo. We'll keep it. We'll keep when we write the rooms were cleaned as well, or were
Yes, the same
clean.
rules.
Same rules. Okay.
Ali, the three rules cannot be changed. They are the same. I have to apply these three rules with all tenses.
Okay. Okay.
Okay? So again, please don't forget that. In the simple present, I have to use is, are. Okay. Now, in the simple past, I have to use was or were. Okay.
Okay.
Now, what if the sentence is in the present continuous? For example, John, let me go down a little bit. John is cleaning the room. Now, this sentence
Is it clean?
is,
Is it cleaning? It's now clean.
yes, it is in the present continuous tense, Ali.
Yeah.
Yeah, the action is happening right now, okay?
Yeah.
So, John is cleaning the room. Okay, now listen to the rule. If the sentence is in the continuous or present continuous, all the time, Ali, if you find ing, you have to write being. Being all the time. So immediately this is being. After writing being, I have to apply the three rules. Number one, I
Yeah.
have to write the object. The object is the room. This is it. And I have
Okay.
to keep the tense. The tense is what? Present continuous. The room is singular. I have to use is plus being. This is a present continuous. I kept the tense. I didn't change it. So notice, is cleaning present continuous? Is being present continuous? I didn't change the tense.
Being what mean being?
Being.
Being.
It is of Ali, all the passive voice is about verb to be.
Okay.
Let me show you how. I know that you are still confused. Let me show you how. All the passive voice, again, all of it is about verb to be. This is it, verb to be. If you want to form the verb to be in the English, I have verb one again, verb one. I have verb two, verb zero, verb one. Please listen to me carefully. This is verb one. This is verb two. And we have verb three. Okay. Now, in the verb zero, because it is infinitive, I have to write be. It cannot be changed. Absolutely. It is be.
Yeah.
I told you previously, Ali, verb one is all the time is simple present. The verb to be in the simple present is, or maybe or maybe are. Why? Because this is simple present. Okay?
Okay.
This is what we said, what we applied in the simple present tense. This is why we used is are. I told you in verb two, I have to use what? Was aware. This is the verb two of the verb to be. Now, the verb three of the verb to be is what? Do you know? Is
ing.
no, it is been. Been. Okay. Now, the gerund of being is being. Gerund. Now being is gerund. So this is being. So all the passive voice, again, Ali, all the passive voice without exception is about verb to be. Be in infinitive, verb 1 be, verb 0 be. Verb 1 is the simple present is are. Verb 2 is the simple past was were. Verb 3 is the past participle or perfect it's been. The gerund of verb to be is being. So in the passive voice, you have to use be, maybe is are, maybe was were, maybe been, maybe being. Because
So just sorry, Mr. Leonard. Just will confirm. I will speak a little bit in Arabic. So the V0 is
المصدر
al
infinitive.
المصدر.
علي بقصد المصدر بيرد الفعل للأصل للثلاثي. نحن باللغة العربية شو بنقول؟ إذا بدنا نشوف الفعل المصدر بنرده لأصله، بنرده للثلاثي. مثل ذهب، أكل، نام، شرب، كلهم أفعال ثلاثية. ليش؟ ما لأنه رديتهم أنا للمصدر.
Okay.
It is the same. The infinitive of verb to be is be. Don't change it.
Okay.
The infinitive of verb to do is do. The infinitive of verb to have is have. This is it. Don't add anything, and nothing can be changed with the verb.
Okay.
Because I have a present continuous, I have to use what in the passive voice? I have to use being. This is why I said is being. So this is step 2. I didn't change the verb. Now step 3, I have to write the verb 3 of the main verb. The main verb is clean. The verb 3 of clean is cleaned because it is regular verb.
The room is being cleaned.
The room is being cleaned.
Yeah.
Okay, so every time if you see ing, write being immediately in the passive voice.
Okay.
Now, what if I have verb 3? What if I have past participle in the active voice? Take a look at this example, which is the same. John has cleaned the room. Now, if you want to check the tense, Ali, this is a present perfect. This is the present perfect. This is the verb 3. Now, if you see perfect or verb 3 in the active voice, immediately I have to write what? Been. Been. And apply the 3 examples. So the room is the object. Now it was subject. Now it is object. I have to keep the tense because the room is singular. I have to use has. If I have the rooms, I have to use have, not has. So the rooms, because it is plural, have been cleaned.
Have
So,
been cleaned.
because why? Because I have verb 3 in the active. Because I
So
have
it
past.
means, sorry. Yeah, so it means the rooms have been cleaned. So have been cleaned, it means not yet cleaned, yeah?
No, they cleaned. They are already cleaned.
Okay, the rooms has been
Ah,
cleaned.
Ali, the present perfect tense is to talk about something happened in the past and finished in the previous time, or maybe in the near past.
Okay.
Maybe before 5 minutes, maybe before 10, maybe before half an hour, before 1 hour, but not more than that because you have to use the simple past.
Okay.
So the present perfect, I have to use it. If I want to talk about an action, this action starts in the past and finishes at the near past. Let me give you an example. If I want to invite you to eat the dinner with me in a certain restaurant, so maybe I want to tell you, Ali, that I'm going to this restaurant. I want to eat my lunch. Do you want to go with me? Maybe you want to say, no, teacher, I have just finished eating my lunch. If you want to say, I have finished, you use the present perfect. You want to tell me that you have done the action before a short period of time.
Okay.
Yeah, this is why I use the present perfect, okay? So all the time, if you want to see perfect or past participle in the active voice, you have to write been in the passive voice. If you see ing, you have to write being. If it is simple past, you have to use was, were. If it is simple present, you have to use is, are. This is it. It is that easy. Okay. Now let's talk about the most important rule in the passive voice. Now, what if, Ali, I have modal verbs in the active voice? Please, Ali, these things you have to say them, you have to memorize them as if that you are memorizing your name. Absolutely, these are basics. You don't have to forget them.
Okay.
If I want to say modal verbs, now I know that maybe you heard about modal verbs before in the English language, but maybe you don't know the meaning of modal verbs. We have kinds of verbs or kind of verbs in English, which is called modal verbs. All the time, Ali, if I want to say modals, you have to remember that we have will. This is a modal verb. The past of will is would. This is a modal verb too. We have can is a modal verb. The past of can is could again is a modal verb. We have shall is a modal verb. The past of shall is should. This is modal verb. We have may. This is a modal verb. The past of may is might. This is again a modal verb. And we have must. These are all modal verbs that we have in English. You have to memorize them.
Okay.
Okay, now the rule is saying in the active voice, if you have modal verb in the active, you have to write be. Take a look at this example, which is the same. If I want to say John will clean the room, clean the room. Now, step number 1, I have to write the object in the beginning. The object is the room. It becomes the subject. This is the room. Because I have will, absolutely, you have to write will. You don't have to delete it. This is it, will. All the time, Ali, after modal verb, you have to write be. So it will be, the room will be, okay, the verb 3 of the main verb, which is clean, is cleaned. This is it. So be. So if you see modal verb in the active, with all modal verbs, you have to use be. If you want to say the room can clean the room, it will be the same. The room
Same.
can be cleaned. If you want to say John should clean the room, it is the same. You have to use verb to be exactly. The room should be cleaned. So you have to write be with all modal verbs. Should be cleaned, could be cleaned, shall be cleaned, must be cleaned. Okay?
Okay.
This is why, Ali, this is why I'm going now to repeat the recording, which is recording number 5. Let me repeat number 5 and let me tell you why it is in the passive voice. This is it. And this is recording, repeating the sentence. Number 5. This is it. This is PTE course. This is the file. And this is the recording 5. Let's repeat.
Five.
So,
Extra seminars will be scheduled to assist you with revision.
extra, let me write the sentence again. Extra seminars, which is about school, universities, will be scheduled. This is the passive voice. Will be scheduled to assist you, to help you. 1S. What did she say? With revision. With revision. Let's repeat again, just to make sure that she said this sentence. Let me repeat it.
Extra seminars.
So please listen to it.
Five. Extra seminars will be scheduled to assist you with revision.
Will be scheduled. I know, Ali, that she said will be scheduled fast. She said it very fast. You couldn't even understand what she said. But because you have to know the rules of passive voice already, you will know that she said will be scheduled. Not will be scheduled, it's wrong. Not will scheduled, it is impossible because after will I have to use verb 0. So I will know, because I know the rules of the passive voice, I will expect that she said the passive voice. Again, let's repeat. Please listen.
Five. Extra seminars will be scheduled to assist you with revision.
So notice that the ED, she didn't pronounce it clearly. This is why I told you, Ali, the speaker is not going to focus on the verb, because the speaker will know that you have already, or you should already know the grammar, know the verbs, know everything about the grammar. It is not that necessary to focus on the grammar. I'm going to focus only on nouns.
Yeah.
This is the English language. Even, Ali, if you want to listen to every speaker, every English speaker, the speaker of the English language is not going to focus on verbs because they or he or she has to focus on nouns only, adjectives, adverbs, because the verb is not that important. If you want to travel to USA, for example, you have to know the English language. You have already, or you should already, or you should be studied the English language. This is why the speaker cannot expect that you don't know the grammar rules. If he is going or she is going to use the English with you, he's going to expect that you already know the language. This is why the verb is not necessary to be stressed.
Sorry, this question. The USA or America, it's more easy.
Not only USA, Australia, Canada, South Africa, any country.
No, I know, but the question is the accent of the USA, it's better than, or it's not better, it's more clearly than the Australian accent.
It's literally clear. It's literally clearer, yes. Because we noticed that the Australian accent or maybe the British accent, sometimes they don't say the word clearly. It is not, more, or it's not clearer than the American accent, but you have to be familiar with the British and American accent now. Okay. Okay, so this is sentence number 5, and this is the way that I have to expect the speaker, the words or the verbs the speaker is going to say. Now, Ali, keep in mind that the passive voice, reported speech are going to be used too much in the PTE exam. You have to be careful, please. You have to practice this lesson because, again, this is really important to understand what the speaker is saying, to know what you have to write, and even to know what you have to speak, because in speaking, you have to use the passive voice. Believe me, Ali, let me tell you something. The last 2 years here in Lebanon, approximately, I have succeeded with all interviews I have applied. Do you know why? Because I'm using the passive voice, I'm using reported speech, negative inversion, I'm using the tenses correctly. So in this way, Ali will be professional. Absolutely.
Yeah.
This is the English. Don't learn the rule and keep it in your mind. You have to use it. The rule is still rule until you practice the rule. You have to practice the rule. If you want to ask me, Ali, how I know the way that I have to use the 12 tenses, the 12 tenses are really too much. But how I use them correctly and how I use them most of the time, because I practice them daily, because I use them daily. Absolutely. So the grammar should be studied daily. Okay. So this is the sentence number 5, or maybe, yes, 5. Now I think we have to listen to the sentence number 6. You have to prepare your paper with pencil because you have to write the nouns fast just to be able to say the sentence or the whole sentence clearly. Are your paper and pencil next to you?
Just 1 second.
Take your time. Let me prepare the recording. Number 6.
6.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. So now I think it's the time to listen to the next sentence. Please listen carefully. Take your time to arrange all the words to have a meaning. Okay.
Please switch off all electronic devices when you are attending a conference session.
Please switch off. Please switch off the electronic. Can we repeat again, please?
Yes, we are practicing. Let's do it again.
6. Please switch off all electronic devices when you are attending a conference session.
Please switch off all the electronic. Please switch off the all the electronic.
Electronic what? Okay, what are the other words that you wrote, Ali?
This is the problem. I stuck here on electronic.
Okay. Let's repeat again.
6. Please switch off all electronic devices when you are attending a conference session.
Okay, please switch off all the electronic devices.
Okay, Ali, this is the way that you have to do when you are listening a sentence. When you are listening a sentence, you have to write only the nouns. Now, notice the nouns that I have electronic. Absolutely, electronic. I'm talking about electronic what? Electronic devices. So this is the devices with CES. This is what I mean by what? By intuition. Okay, notice that I have the second word, which is what? Session. Now we have session. Okay, let's apply the words to have a meaning. These are the nouns that we have. Okay, and we have what? Okay, electronic devices. Absolutely, if you are dealing with electronic devices, you have to use the verb switch. Switch off, switch on. Okay, for example, switch the fan off, switch the light on.
Yeah.
So because I have to know that with electronic devices, it's about switching on and switching off, I will expect and match the meaning with a certain verb. So now I have to expect that I have to write, please switch off. Switch, SWITCH off, electronic devices. Okay, we have a session. Session is a kind of meeting. Okay, now if you have to go to a meeting, you have to do what? You have to attend. Do you know the meaning of attend? Attend is to be in the meeting. يحضر اجتماع. يحضر حصة.
Okay.
So the verb with session is what? Attend. أكيد فعل اسم الميتنج الاجتماع الحصة. أنت إذا عندك حصة شو معناها؟ بدك تحضرها. إذا عندك اجتماع بدك تحضرها. فأنسب فعل للسيشن هي الحضور attending. فشفت كيف بتوقع أنا الوورد؟ هلا أنا مش روبوت بصراحة علي. I'm not a robot to remember everything in a few seconds. But by registering the nouns and by matching the nouns with the best verbs, I can write the complete sentence. This is the best way that you have to do. Okay, so we have attending session. But what kind of session? Let's listen again.
6. Please switch off all electronic devices when you are attending a conference session.
When you are attending the conference session.
Conference, exactly. This is conference. When you are attending, this is the present continuous. This is why he used the verb ing. When you are attending a conference. Notice that he said a conference fast. This is the problem. Let me write it. He said conference approximately. He said conference, not conference. Let's repeat again. Absolutely all electronic devices.
But before you repeat it, the conference, it means like conference room, yeah?
Conference, yes.
Okay.
Okay, conference, like a committee or
اجتماعي
لجنة.
يعني.
برافو. Okay, like لجنة. Conference هي لجنة. يعني علي بقصد مش حصة صف ولا حصة اجتماع teachers. The teacher should be met. It is about a committee or maybe a certain company.
Yeah.
Okay? Okay. It's not, for example, educational session or class session or something like that. It is called conference. But let's listen again.
6. Please switch off all electronic devices when you are attending a conference session.
So he said conference, he said it fast, but because I know that with session, it's about conference, I can expect that I have to write this word. This is what I mean by intuition, حس البداهة.
Okay.
Okay, to match the meaning logically, this is the meaning of intuition. So in your note paper, you have to write electronic devices because these are the nouns. Adjective, this is adjective, this is noun. Conference session, this is noun plus noun. These are exactly what you have to write on your paper sheet and you have to match. Now, this is present continuous verb. This is when, this is relative pronoun. You is the subject. It is not, I don't have to focus on it. And switch off is a verb. The focus is not on verbs at all. So this is what you have to write. This is what you have to do to be able to write the full sentence that already has a full meaning. Okay. Okay. I know it is a little hard, but believe me, by practicing, by applying the rules and the skills, you will be better and better. This is the sentence number 6. Now I think it's the time to practice writing the sentence number 7. So we are practicing. I can repeat the sentence as much as you can. We are not in a real exam. So let's begin.
7.
It is important that you work as a team on this project.
Yeah, it is important to work as a team on this project.
Bravo. It is important. Okay. It is important what?
It's important to
work.
work
Important.
as a team.
Yes, important to work as a team. Bravo. As a team on this project.
On this project.
Okay. Let me write in this project. In this project. Let me tell you something. All the time, Ali, with the verb work, you have to use on. I'm working on it, not in. Because some students, when I tried to teach them this course, they said in, but not on. All the time on, the verb on takes, the verb work takes on, but not in. Like listen to, you have to write to. Like go, you have to use to or for. So it is not in, it is on. So because he didn't say the preposition clearly. Okay, but notice Amal, he said it is not, it is important not to work. He said it is important that you work.
And can you repeat
That. Repeat what?
the voice?
Yes, absolutely, I will. Let's do it.
7.
It is important that you work as a team on this project.
So
It is
note-
important that you work as a team on this this project.
exactly. Notice that he barely said that. I didn't hear it clearly. Let's repeat again.
7.
It is important that you work as a team on this project.
It is important.
That.
No,
Let's listen again.
yeah, this is
This is what?
it's important. It's important that you work as a team.
As a team, exactly. This is singular, not team. On this project, this
No,
is the
but it's important
to work or that you work.
I think it's not that you work, but I think it's important that you.
Ali, let's listen again. Please listen carefully and focus on that.
7.
It is important that you work as a team on this project.
It's
Yeah,
important
it's
that
important.
you work.
Yeah, it's important to work.
Exactly, that you work. Okay. I can expect that she said that because this is relative pronoun. You have to be careful of the relative pronouns, Ali, and you have to know all of them. Let me give you an example. Let's imagine that I want to say, this is the thief. Do you know the meaning of thief?
Thief,
Thief.
the harami.
Yes, exactly. Okay, now if I want to say this is the thief stole my wallet, what is the relative pronoun that I have to use after thief?
This is the thief.
Okay, by the way,
Stole.
okay, Ali, by the way, the relative pronouns that I have in English are who, wait, who, when, where, what, which, that, what, which, and we have who and whom, absolutely whom. What else? These are the most familiar, and we don't have to say that, we don't have to forget that. These are the relative pronouns that I have to use them within a sentence. Okay, let me show you how. Who is to talk about people? When is to talk about time? Where is to talk about place? What and that is to talk about things. Notice that important. What is important? Which is it? This is a thing. What is that thing? Is to work as a team. This is thing. Because this is thing, the relative pronoun I have to use is that. It is not where, not what, not when. When to talk about time. Whom to talk about object people. Who to talk about subject people. Because thief is a person, I have to use what? Who? This is the thief who stole my wallet.
Yeah.
Yesterday, another example. This is the garden. The garden, a blank. I met my friend. What is the relative pronoun that I have to use?
This is the garden.
هذه هي الحديقة التي قابلت. هي أصلا كله عبارة عن الذي قابلت فيها صديقي. What is the relative pronoun?
Okay, this is the garden where
Bravo.
meet.
Where? Because it is a place. This is the garden where I met my friend. So the relative pronoun I have to use is where. Another example. Yesterday was the time, now blank, I met my friend.
Okay, yesterday was the time when I met my friend.
Bravo. When? Do you know why? Because I'm talking about time. Yesterday
Time,
is
yeah.
time, adverb of time. So when. Another example, if I want to say, this is the car blank I bought yesterday.
Okay, this is the car who I bought yesterday.
Who is the car person? Is it a person, place, thing, time, people? The car is a thing. Because it is a thing, I have to use what? Maybe that or which. This is which. Ah, I forgot it. Which. With things, Ali, you have to use maybe that or which. With all things. Because the car is a thing, I have to use what? That, or I can
That.
use which. Yes. This is the car that I bought yesterday. This is the car which I bought yesterday. Why? Because the car is a thing. And because the conference session is a thing, what is the relative pronoun that I used? No, it's not a wait. Maybe I mixed. It is important. Where is it? It is important. Okay, let me go up. Where is the sentence that we wrote? It is important. Holy God, where is it? No, I don't exactly. Okay, so let me write the sentence again and to show you why I use that. So it is important, the sentence is, it is important that you work as a team.